Kendo and fencing are indeed martial arts that involve the use of weapons. Both disciplines teach practitioners how to swing a sword effectively while still maintaining its deadly potential. But talking about Kendo and fencing is like comparing two sword dances born from entirely different historical roots. Although both are weapon-based martial arts, the differences between them go far beyond just the type of sword used. It's a matter of philosophy, body movement, and even how they define victory. Kendo, which means the way of the sword, is directly rooted in the kenjutsu techniques of Japan's samurai. It's more than just a sport. It's a method of mental and physical training passed down through generations to shape one's character through the disciplined practice of the katana sword. On the other hand, modern fencing is an evolution of honor duels and military techniques that originated in Europe, particularly in France, Italy, and Spain. If Kendo feels like an explosive form of meditation, fencing is more like a lightning-fast game of physical chess, where precision and strategy are the very breath of the sport. In fencing, the main focus is on speed and touch accuracy. With the help of an electronic sensor system, points are awarded instantly when the tip of the sword strikes a valid target area.
Flashing at each other.
Here, efficiency is everything. No matter how graceful a practitioner's movements may be, as long as the sensor goes off, the point is theirs. Unlike in fencing, striking your opponent in Kendo isn't enough to earn a point. There's a concept called Ki-Ken-Tai-Ichi, which means spirit, sword, and body as one. A practitioner must strike with a powerful shout, full body coordination, and a composed mental attitude after the attack. If they land a hit but appear unsteady or lack fighting spirit, the referee won't award the point. In Kendo, practitioners emphasize the philosophy of overcoming their own ego, not just defeating an opponent, reflecting a deeper battle against the fears within oneself. At its core, Kendo is a Japanese martial discipline aimed at developing character, mental strength, and physical endurance through intense training with a bamboo sword. And because it's rooted in Bushido, Kendo emphasizes self-development, respect for one's opponent, self-discipline, honesty, and the pursuit of mushin, a state of no mind, rather than simply winning or losing. This stands in sharp contrast to fencing, which is shaped by European culture. Its philosophy is rooted in the French phrase en garde, meaning be ready, reflecting physical and mental readiness, self-discipline, honor, and strategic thinking. It's a martial art that combines speed, sharp focus, and calmness. Fencing teaches humility in victory, grace in defeat, and respect for one's opponent. When it comes to weapons, Kendo and fencing differ significantly. In fencing, there are 3 types of metal weapons, each with its own purpose: the foil, the épée, and the saber, each with distinct target areas for scoring attacks. Meanwhile, the sword used in Kendo is relatively simple. Practitioners typically use a shinai, a sword made of 4 slats of bamboo bound together to reduce the risk of injury. The gear also differs slightly. Kendo practitioners wear a kendogi and hakama, which are wide, dark-colored pleated pants, layered with protective armor called bogu. Although visually similar to Kendo at a glance, the gear in fencing is quite different. Fencers wear sleek, modern, all-white uniforms complete with a wire mesh mask that protects the face from metal thrusts. In combat, these 2 martial arts are also vastly different, especially when it comes to footwork dynamics. Each has its own distinct style and rhythm within the arena. Fencing is highly linear. Athletes move back and forth along a narrow strip called the piste. The movements are explosive, featuring long lunges that rely heavily on leg flexibility.
That time. Flashing at each other.
Kendo, on the other hand, is a bit more flexible. It relies on a footwork technique called suriashi, which means sliding the feet smoothly across the floor. The movements aren't limited to forward and backward. They can also involve turning. The focus is on maintaining an upright posture with a straight back, giving the impression of a mountain standing firm before unleashing a single, explosive strike. On the other hand, when it comes to target areas, Kendo is much stricter than fencing. That's because Kendo has very limited and highly specific target zones. There are only 4 target areas in Kendo: men, kote, do, and tsuki. Striking the legs or back won't earn any points. Instead, it'll only result in a warning from the referee. While it may sound complicated, this trains practitioners to be extremely precise in finding narrow openings. Fencing, on the other hand, is a bit more flexible. The reason is simple. The valid target area depends on the type of weapon used. With the épée, the entire body, from head to toe, is considered a legal target. With the foil, only the torso is a valid target. In contrast, the saber allows strikes to any area above the waist, including the head and arms. This means fencers must develop different forms of spatial awareness depending on the weapon they're using. And this is one of the most striking differences for casual viewers. A Kendo match is filled with loud shouts from the athletes. These shouts aren't just for intimidation, they're an expression of their spiritual energy. In contrast, a fencing arena tends to be much quieter, filled only with the clashing sound of metal blades and the occasional short shout from an athlete after scoring a crucial point. In conclusion, Kendo is about how a practitioner strikes, while fencing is about when and where a practitioner makes contact. Both are beautiful arts depending on whether the practitioner is drawn to the tradition-rich discipline of the East or the technical agility of the West.